audio to this because I recorded this video a minute ago and this stupid thing decided to like not have any audio for this damn thing. And I'm irritated. I'm trying to be nice today. I'm trying to be in a good mood. I was in good spirits yesterday and don't nobody got time for this. Anyway, I'm gonna do a brief review of Ameriie's new song "What I Want" because my friend just asked me about it. One of the 18 members of Ameriie and everything like that. And I haven't made a video in a long time. And I figured maybe this would be a good way for me to do a video. Not to say that I'm gonna be doing another one anytime soon per se. However, yeah, at first when I heard the song or whatever, I didn't really know how to feel about it because I just didn't. Like, I don't know. It was maybe I was expecting something different. I won't say more because then that's not a good way to start off. But I don't know what I was expecting. So I'm just like, like I just didn't know how to feel. And so it took me a minute. Like, I think that it was just the fact that I expected something maybe different or I was unsure what to expect. And for the fact that I was listening to it, like, just from the speakers of my laptop, which are some great speakers, but it's nothing like the experience of being enclosed into some great headphones. And so once I listened to it with my headphones, I'm like, well, damn, this is pretty epic. And then, like, she had actually released it on iTunes, which she didn't mention to anybody as far as I know. It was just on iTunes because one of the Ameriie members of the A-Team or whatever had sent me, like, a tweet that said it was on iTunes. So then I downloaded it or purchased it. And then I put my headphones on. I had been listening to it, like, all that day. So I really like the song. It reminds me of something of In Love and War. Yeah, it reminds me of something of In Love and War, like Higher or Tell Me You Love Me. It reminds me of something like that. I've always wanted her to kind of go in that direction or whatever. Like, gotta work on Because I Love It Volume 1. And coincidentally, this sound reminds me of something that will probably be on Because I Love It Volume 2, which I'm pretty sure that the prelude is being turned into Because I Love It Volume 2 because I feel like that's more of an urban album than what Somatica is. Somatica seems like it'll be a more of an experimental sound, pop, techno, and stuff like that. And her whole, how do I say this? Her whole geekness, because she's going to be going to all these cinematical stories and stuff like that. Because she's into, like, I think she said quantum physics or something like that. So I think that that's the sound that Somatica would be of or whatever. And she said that she was working on an EP called The Prelude, and then it never came out. She never talked about it. So I'm pretty sure it turned into Because I Love It Volume 2 because she never actually had a Volume 2. It was a Volume 1. She was supposed to release a Volume 2, but then it didn't come out. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, like, I really like the song. Like, at first I was unsure because I'm really a fan of vocals. I'm really a fan of her vocals. And so I'm used to her kind of like pushing it on songs or whatever, like really going there or whatever. And I couldn't really hear the going there part. And it kind of seemed very like stagnant and very like lukewarm the whole time because it wasn't like a really, I love breakdowns. I live for a climax of a song, like where it's like, okay. And it's like, boom, just like that. And then I didn't really get that. So I was just like, I didn't really know how to feel. However, like I said, listening to it with headphones was a whole completely different experience. And there were some parts I really like when she does the part when she says no running, which I'm not going to sing because I cannot sing like her and I'm not a singer. That's her job or whatever. But she really turns up her vocals at that point. Like, you can see, like, I think the first time she was starting, it's kind of like, okay. And then she kind of like really turns up her vocals. Her vocals are very strong, but then they're very like, sometimes they can be very subtle. Like, her vocal range is so high that she can hit high notes, and sometimes you don't even really realize it because of sometimes the size of her voice and because of her timbre of her voice or whatever. So let me show you the part. I think it's coming up. You hear it? It's the first time she does it. You hear no running and it's really high. I love that part. And there it goes. And this breakdown is really epic. Hold on. Right there. There it comes. Yes. It's like right there. I love that part. Oh my god, I love that part. Her vocals on that part is just so amazing. So I really love the song. I can see it being a very thematical and theatrical type video because it just seems like it'd be something like that. And I know how she is creatively as far as her ideas and stuff like that. So I can see it being a very amazing video, and I'm very excited of what's to come for this album or what she decides to release or just whatever. Like, I hope there's a video for every single or whatever off of the album because it's going to be epic. And I hope the songs is like 17 songs on each album because I love Ameriie. I love her music. I'm always listening to Touch and All I Have. And I listen to Because I Love It from time to time. Not that it's a bad album, but like Touch and All I Have, the feelings behind those albums, like where she is mentally, like I'm kind of am mentally, so I can only listen to music that I'm in that certain mind state at the time, and I'm really in the mindset of touch and all I have. So I listen to those albums a lot, but I also really like Because I Love It, Volume 1, and then 11 War. I forgot the name of it. So yeah, I'm really excited about the album, and I really like the song, and I really can't wait to see what the video turns like. I wonder if they're going to be like that video where she was on that motorcycle and she was kind of like a superhero or something like that. But then it kind of seems like something that's more like thematic towards Thematica Volume 1. And I wonder if she's going to release like one song of Because I Love It Volume 2 and then one song of Thematica Volume 1. And she's going to simultaneously release the albums, or like, I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking about all that stuff. But I really do like the song. And I've always wanted her, I don't know if I said this in the video because I recorded this video twice, but I've always wanted her to do like some kind of rock or roll type stuff because she has a voice like that. Her voice is so versatile. She can sing like R&B soul, like she can do runs too on top of building very high, and like her just vocal range is just amazing. Her head voice, like her harmonies, her ad libs, it's just amazing. I always thought that she would be great to go ahead, not completely just leave R&B or whatever and go into one direction, but she could go into a direction of a themed rock and roll type album because her voice is like that, the raspiness of her voice or whatever, and because of how very pristine, well, let's say masterful she is of her vocals, she could definitely do an album like that and be fine. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. If I missed something, my bad, but you can go get the single on iTunes right now. It's called What I Want by Ameriie with 2 I's, not one. She has changed her name. I think she added the extra I. She said something about positivity. Don't quote me on that because I'm not looking at Google right now, and it's been a long time since I remember her mentioning that. So yeah, and this is how the single cover and whatever looks. And don't download it for free. Like, support real artists and actually like buy their music. Like, don't be cheap. I think it was like, was it 99 cents or 129? I can't remember, but yeah, that's how I feel about the song. So I thought that was a nice segue for me to do a video. Not necessarily saying I'm gonna do a video like all the time or every day, but yeah. So hope you enjoyed my review, and peace. I know you like my haircut, right? I know, right? I'm just playing. Let me stop.